Hello, everyone. Am I dead yet? Still trying to make it through. Still holding on. Best I can. Even with the situation that I'm in. Per my last video, I said it was okay to be ugly, desirable, and things of that nature. Especially for introverts that, of course, choose to isolate themselves because, of course, people just don't want to be bothered by people, basically. And how the type of people that don't really care about what you look like, but more care about how you treat people and how your personality and how you carry yourself in this world. Those are your people. And to the comments, I do appreciate, this is the clarification. This is a clarification video in reference to the last video that I uploaded the other day. I appreciate all the comments. Like, I'm not ugly and all that. Again, this is a clarification video. And of course, I want to clarify a few things before you say anything. First, I do really appreciate and thank you for the compliments. Secondly, I know I'm not ugly. I just kind of course, let myself go in just for the moment. And the reason being is, of course, because of people. I have been violated. I have been robbed. I have been taken advantage of. Even when I'm at my best self, even when I show myself in the most eloquent, beautiful way, I've been all these things, even to people, and still get the short end of the stick. I still get absolutely nothing in the end, and even more, I get very emptied out and exhausted because people don't know how to treat people, especially good people. People that want better for the world, or really just want to better themselves. And that's why I even said in my last video, not everyone deserves the best version of you. Not everyone deserves it. Today I watched a new Club Shay Shay interview with Amanda Seales. And actually that's kind of for another video, but even I'll do like a Club Shay Shay video after this, but this I gotta address now, especially trying to clarify what I mean by it's okay to be ugly, it's okay to be undesirable, it's okay to even look exhausted. It's just that your emotions will always be valid. Whatever you feel is valid. I, of course, wasn't really treated the best since I was born. This arm is from a birth injury. Just say it never developed like this one. It just never developed. That's really it. I always get treated different. I've always been tolerated and rarely loved. I was bullied and tortured, even by my own family. And even more, no matter how much talent that I have or how beautiful I could be. Because even as a kid, I had long hair, even as long as my lock right here. But only then I didn't have locks. I just had straight hair. No matter what, I was really treated less than even by my own family. And I really even had support. And even now, they are still I would say all sides of my family. My mother's family, my father's family, and even my stepfather's family. They all want to manipulate me. Only because I'm disabled. Only because I have autism. Just only because I am abnormal. That's where the manipulation comes in, even for my family. And I've been manipulated so many times by my family. Not just my family, but others around me too. Pretty much all through my life, I've been manipulated. I can't really name names because there's too many. Even outside of my family. And of course, there comes that time when kind of even now too, that I just kind of got to a point where I just said pretty much fuck everybody and fuck everyone, because of how I was treated in this world, being treated less than. And even the environment that I'm in right now doesn't value beauty. The environment that I currently live in right now does not value anything positive, even beauty. Even beauty. It's not valued. I was rarely valued. I was rarely valued. Actually, really, the only people right now in my life, throughout my life, that I feel loves me is really my grandparents, my grandma and my grandpa, sort of my mother, even though we still got an iffy relationship, really mostly because of religion. And I would say some of my cousins and some friends of mine. Very few friends. Those are the people that actually do care about me and do love me for me. Kind of just no matter what I do, just as long as I don't hurt anyone. I don't harm anyone. And I try so hard not to be like a disappointment, especially to my grandparents and my mother and my family, especially my mother's side of the family. in which I came from, in which I was mostly raised with. And even though I was raised in eloquence, I was raised in etiquette, and I was honestly raised to have a sense of self. It was mostly women that raised me. My mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my aunties, and some of my grown cousins. Mostly all women. The only male figures in my life, even when I was like a child, the only male figures were my uncle, some of my cousins, and my grandfather. I would say my grandfather still is. I have a stepfather. I would say kind of iffy relationship there too, because, just really my trust in people. And as far as like really who I am and what I want to do in life, I just don't believe people anymore, basically. I don't believe words anymore. I hear people talk to me, they even try to talk to me, even text comments. It only does so much. Yet little action has commenced. Only little. I would say that much. About this much. All talk and rarely any action for me. Now I'm really at a point where I don't really talk to my family anymore. Really, that pretty much has happened since my great-grandmother died back in 2012. It's 2024. Even I still feel this, even to this day. The only time I'm family, the only time I feel like I'm part of the family is when I entertain people, and if I live within the religious confinements, within their religious confinements or their religious rules. That's when I feel that I'm family. Or if I relate to all the bullshit that they are into. That's the only way I could be family. And it's sad. Because I relate to really no one, even on this earth. I can't even relate to my own family. And that's sad. But back to being okay with not being okay. It's okay to not even feel okay. Not even to. It's okay to even say, I don't feel like making myself presentable, making myself look beautiful, making myself even my best self, because one, I know what's out there when I step outside my door. Two, I've been in situations where I have been my best self, and it was taken advantage of. It was taken for granted. It was robbed. And most importantly, it was not valued. All that I contributed positively, even when I am at my best self, it is not ever valued, even in the city of Stockton, California. It was not ever valued. The only person really that I feel like I have that really values me is me. Because I know what I want. I know what I want for my life. And right now, that's not my situation. Right now, I can't even get to that situation. Even financially, I can't get there right now. Even more, not just that, I am, again, living in an environment where beauty and anything positive is not valued, is not cherished. That's the world we live in right now. Love is not valued. Love of self is not valued, even in this environment that I live in right now. It's not. So when I say it's okay to not be desirable, not be desirable, not to be as presentable, not as beautiful, or to look exhausted, to look tired, to it's okay because it's valid. And there is some understanding as of why you feel that way. And it's really because of other people on this earth that does not value anything positive. It's one thing to say it, but to prove it is a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing to prove it without words. It's a whole nother thing. And you really, throughout my life, I was rarely shown value for my beauty, for my talents, or just even existing on this earth. I was rarely valued. Again, I might have, of course, it is my choice to at least let myself go a little bit. So I could just at least breathe. And just really, well, not only that, but just to protect myself and my space and my energy. Because not everyone deserves it. Even in this whole environment that I'm in right now, actually, no one in this environment deserves any energy of mine. None. None. Because I see the people in my environment. I see the people in my neighborhood. And they don't value shit. Excuse me. But they don't value anything. All their priorities are absolutely wrong. Their mindsets are absolutely wrong. They bask in trauma. They enjoy trauma. And they treat positivity like it's nothing. These people in my environment, they don't care about self-love. They don't care about anything that I'm interested in. They don't care about art. Nothing. All they focus on is the surface. All they focus on is the surface. and nothing deeper at all. Nothing deeper at all. That's really what I have a problem with. I'm literally surrounded by people in this hellhole of an environment in Stockton, California, and pretty much around the world that do not value anything positive, even beauty. So, just for clarification, it's really okay to isolate yourself for a while. It's okay to even say, I don't want to be bothered right now. It's okay until you be the best you again in a new peaceful environment where you actually can feel safe to be yourself. It's okay. I'm telling myself this. It's okay. It's okay not to feel well. It's okay not to be you right now. Because even I do understand what's around me right now. And it is not absolutely not safe. It is not safe. It is absolutely not safe to be you right now, because they will really take advantage and ruin and destroy that shit to the point where you lose yourself. That's what's going on right now. I understand that it is okay not to be me right now, because I don't feel safe too. That's all I gotta say. Now on to the next video. Peace.